Welcome everyone to Moon Talk Radio. It is January the 19th, 2013, and we do have a full moon coming up on the 26th of January. Just wanted to talk really briefly about this upcoming moon time. It is in the 7 degrees in the moon. It's in house 10. Um, but before I even go into that, I just want to reiterate and just kind of clarify again that the work that we do here with Astrorisa moon forecasting is a bit different than your average astrologer. We do not consider ourselves astrologers. Uh, However, we do look at astrology. We are using the tropical system, and we are pretty much looking at where the moon is during the seasons and also identifying what type of vibrations the lunar energy is having upon our collective consciousness. So this is a system that is very much different than what your average astrologer is doing. And so we wanted to just point that out. We've been having some really wonderful discussions with people who've been asking wonderful questions, and we've just had wonderful dialogues, especially since we've gone um, semi private in a sense. You know that if you've noticed, the moon forecasts are not full forecasts on our moon page anymore. People who have said that they're very interested in the forecast, interested in getting their personal forecasts, and who have subscribed are getting the reports. Excuse me. And so that makes it really nice because it makes it more intimate. We get a chance to really talk, a chance to discuss, and also a chance to dialogue and go into their own personal forecasts. And they've been giving like really wonderful and very positive feedback. So it makes it really nice. When you're working with the moon, it's a bit intimate. It's a soft energy. And so even when I was doing my radio shows, most people would send me an email or send me an instant message as to a question they had. They didn't really want to talk on the air. And so, we wanted to just become a little more private and just be a more intimate community. However, that doesn't mean that we're not going to share any pertinent information that comes along. And so I wanted to just tell you really quickly about this upcoming moon time, which is, again, January the 26th, and it is a full moon. So the energy that this full moon is bringing, and many of you have already felt this energy, a twofold. One, it's talking about our success, whatever that means for you, whatever that project is you're doing. It doesn't have to be on a large scale. It could be something very minute, just that you are working on, or a decision that you made that you need to make some changes. And if you've noticed, it'd be about, I would say, late August, sometime September. For some, it could be even October. Uh, it just seems like things that we've been doing just kind of got really slow in its movement, almost like we're in some type of strange retrograde. I don't know if that has to do with the karmic moon changing August 30th, but it seems to correlate with that some type of way. But the point is that we have to continue doing the work, whatever that work is. It's not a time to throw in the towel, because this moon time is really pointing to a time where there's going to be a shift. Things open up for so many people. It's just that we have to really kind of look at the situation as though we're pushing this big ball up a hill. We're not waiting for things to change for us. We have to make that change happen for us. And a lot of us have become frustrated because it's 2013, so we say it's a new year, so we want new things. And situations are not changing as quickly as we want them to. And that is because that's the type of energy that we're living right now. We have to be the change that we have been waiting for. We have to go out there, connect with other people, eliminate fear, and we just have to go ahead and do it. This moon time is also talking about us getting involved with other people, bringing them on board, and helping us to make these changes. Remember, we had a couple of moons that's, previously that said it's time to do things differently. That was in December. It's time to do things different. I say November, December. You know, got to do things different. That was like the initiation or initiatory stage. Do things different. Okay, then after that, we had another moon that said, hey, you're doing things, but not everything is in its proper order. You know, it's just some things you're missing out on. You know, have you really looked at it very very carefully? Okay, so now this moon time is saying, okay, you keep at it, keep at it. Do not throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel at all. But there's certain things that are not moving that we do have control over. Now, even though this is a stagnated type of energy we're working with, some things can move. Some things are waiting for us to handle it, and we're not handling it. So you see, it's like steps or stages in our development. Now, because again, I had mentioned this 2013, a lot of people are like, hey, you know, it's a new year. That means new things supposed to happen quickly. This moon time will exaggerate some of our frustration. So be very careful about that. You may be frustrated with yourself, frustrated with other people, frustrated with situations. Okay, just know that that's the kind of energy that is really building up right now. Um, I had said this like until we're talking about Leo, so let's talk about Lion. You know, a lion is very strong, but he doesn't have a lot of stamina. Like he cannot run a long distance. Okay, so same kind of situation. We have to strengthen up. We have the strength to do what we have to do, but we have to pace ourselves. We have to look at the situation. We have to analyze it, and then we have to go after it. We can't just sit and just wait, you know, for everything to change. You got to go after it. This is a time of going after things. And so we cannot be frustrated to the point where we just throw in the towel, because the opportunities that are there for us, we will miss them. So how do you kind of work with this kind of frustrating energy? You have to do the total opposite. You have to do something that brings you some pleasure and some joy. And we're not talking about, you know, anything debased or, you know, going, you know, what's the word? Excessive. We don't want to do anything like that. But whatever, whatever we can do that will bring us some type of joy, some type of pleasure, kind of get your mind off of it a little bit, but then you go back and you work at the situation, then you go and do something pleasurable, you know, kind of bring the balance and all. And then, you know, let's not take ourselves so seriously. You know, it's just not really necessary, because then, of course, you know, we'll lash out at other people, or could possibly lash out at other people. So, you know, this is just a general synopsis of this upcoming moon time. You know, stick at it. Don't give up. You know, you're on the right track. We've already been told that. You know, we were told to initiate different ways of doing things. Okay, and so now we got to push that ball up the hill. We are moving towards the springtime, and so we want, you know, that's like your seasonal new year, you know. So that second aspect of the new year, we want it to be open. We want it to be vast. We want it to be pleasurable. We want it to be bring us the abundance that we need. We want to bring us the joy that we need. I mean, life does have trials and tribulations that goes with the territory, but the things that we're doing, we want it to be as successful as possible. So, again, that's the synopsis. Thank you again. This is Iolu Shoga BCI, and we will be talking to you January 26th, because we've got a great guest coming on. Please listen and tune in. Have a great one. Thanks. Find your truest self. Follow the moon.